Well, it's just been a couple days now, and I just dropped off my daughter Lily at Kennesaw State University. You know, it's a big deal for a parent when they have to make a transition with their child like this. Um, you go through all kinds of memories, all sorts of emotions, all sorts of feelings, all sorts of anxieties and fears and thoughts and hopes. You go through a whole sort of emotions. Just thinking about it, I know a lot of people are doing this right now, having to let go of their child and let them launch into life. I got to thinking about what a joy it is for a parent to be able to release. It's not necessarily that easy, but I could begin to think about the alternative. The alternative of all this would be if she never launched, if she never grew up. That would be absolutely catastrophic. I raised her to be a woman, to be a lady, to have a life, to pursue her dream. I've always tried to encourage her. And so now it gets to the point to where me as a dad, I just have to kind of open up my hand and say, go get them, baby. It's not easy, but it's natural. It's the way it's supposed to happen. So should I get to this moment and then be so sad that I personally go through a depression? Well, I've had to talk myself out of that. And I've had to look at it from a different perspective and say, this is a blessing. This is a good thing. This is a great time in her life. This is something that I've raised her for. This is something that I have prepared her for. And now, as she approaches 19 years old and her freshman year in college, it's time. It's time for me to let go. And maybe the hardest thing for me to do is I've got to trust her, trust the things I've put in her, but I also got to trust God. So as she has all the challenges she has to have as she grows, it's also a challenge for me. It's a challenge for me in my faith. It's a challenge that now, when I can't be there, I've got to trust God that He is going to be there, that He's going to lead her and guide her. He's going to walk with her. He loves her much more than I do. So I just wanted to give this word of encouragement to say, hey, you know, when it comes time to release your child and let them go, do that and trust God. Trust God. Well, there'll be some tears of sadness in the transition, I'm sure. There'll be some apprehensions and fears, but we got that in every area of life. Let's trust God that He's going to take our child. He's going to take your child. He's going to lead them in a path. Hey, you know what? I think about my life. I'm serious. If God can help me and walk with me, if He could do that for me when I was coming through there, I know He can do it for anybody. So let go. Let go. You let go without giving up. God's going to be faithful. Trust Him.